I mean, one for spore colonies makes sense, but you only need 2 Evo chambers if you're going for mass upgrade. I guess he could be doing Carapace and attack for his Zerglings. Might be something he's gonna do. He's getting that might be an option. He's got a queen out now. I just noticed, actually, I should have been keeping better track of this, that Zero does have +1 air armor. I haven't seen if he has +1 air weapons. Wait, I think Zero might be getting 2 Defiler mounts as well. Yes, he is. So Zero is teching up as well, and these guys are so thrilled to be at one of the most epic ZVZs ever. They're grinning, and now they're on camera. They're like, "Hey, that was me." Zero's gonna have queens out though, and what I was gonna say before is ensnare. What you can do is you can ensnare half of the enemy's Mutalisks, and then attack, and then half of their Mutalisks can't rejoin, and if their army is cut in half, then they're screwed. You know, 24 Mutalisks against 24 is even, but 24 against 12 is not. You know, basically, is obviously what it comes down to. Zero now scouting with some Scourge of his own to see what's going on in the base, see what kind of defenses he has. Anyway, sees the Defiler mounts. So that's why queens can come in handy, especially if, you know, if they're attacking, you know, if you're attacking their base and they try and counterattack, you can ensnare and slow down their counterattack, etc. And he does have lurkers out, so wow, this is actually huge. He's got lurkers out, and he's going to start killing these eggs off with his lurkers to try and clear a path to get over to this possible 4th base over here. That's really interesting. It makes some sense, I guess. Anyway, this is really weird. Defiler's gonna run. Why is the Defiler running down there? I guess he's gonna have a Defiler at each base with a plague candy, so that if Mutalisks come in and try and take out his base, he can plague it. And that's actually really smart, because he's also clearing out the top right minerals. He was with a Zergling earlier, so that, or sorry, not minerals, but the eggs, so that he can get a 4th base, and then he can just kind of defend and try and get a better economy, basically. Zero also getting a 4th base of his own, even ahead of that though. So Zero's got 3 bases to 2, and if he's gonna have 4 bases to 3 pretty soon, basically. Here he comes in with a lot of Mutalisks. He doesn't know about the Defiler back there. Oh, Plague goes down and only pegs a single Mutalisk. Wow, Zero getting out just in time. I don't know if he saw that Defiler there or what, but what is going on? Mass Hydras? He's massing Hydras now as well? This is insane. I've only seen this once before. I saw LZ Gamer do this in a ladder game where he went for a quick... Oh no! Lurkers take out the Defiler that was going to go in and try and plague the Mutas. That is expensive right there. I saw LZ Gamer do this once in a ladder game where he went for a quick expansion, got sunken colonies, and then went mass Hydras, and then he got like a 3rd base, and it was insane. He went Hydras versus Mutalisks, and he just tried to out macro with the Hydras, and it can be a little bit viable. I mean, usually Mutalisks are better, and Zerglings own Hydralisks is the thing, but Hydralisks can do pretty well against Mutas if the number counts are right, is the thing. Zero just camping around with more. This is so epic. This is so epic. The battles in this game, I cannot wait for the battles to happen, because they're going to be so hardcore. The Lurkers completely negate any possibility of him going for mass lings, though. Oh, running with some Mutalisks. Try and pick off some drones. Spore colonies are going to drive him away. Plus, you know, and notice Zero only went with him like half a control group, because he knew that he might get plagued. He doesn't want to lose a ton of Mutalisks from that plague. Here comes out great with a lot of Mutalisks. Zero has gone for lurkers of his own, which are going to counter those mass Hydras hardcore, especially if he does stop lurkers or something. That'd be epic. Ooh, plagues a few Hydras there. He really, if he knew those that were there, he probably would have tried to plague all those lurkers, though. That would be an even better thing to do. And actually, those lurkers, he's not moving out for an attack. He's just moving out to secure that extra base there. And he's got a 4th base. He's trying to get a 5th. Zero needs to probably get a 5th at the same time. It looks like he might be thinking about taking that same base of his. I think this is the first time in history a Zerg has gotten a 5th base in ZVZ. I'm pretty sure this is the first time I've ever seen it. And maybe one of those other epically long Zerg versus Zergs with Zero before, but this is ridiculous. Let's see if we can check out the supply. It looks like 132, I think, 130 supply for Zero. And they'll probably show Great's first specific view in here in a minute. Yeah, Great is almost exactly the same. He's at like 140, I think, or something like that. So they're pretty much the same. Plague on a few of those lurkers. Nicely done. And is he loading up a drop? It looked like it was. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. That was kind of weird though. Both players getting 5th bases going. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Nice plague on a lot of hydras there. Wow, this is, I have no idea what's going on in this game. Massive lurkers and hydras and lings. Any amount of lurkers is going to kill mass lings easily. Lurkers are going to be able to do pretty well against hydras as well, but only, it depends if he has good detection. And of course he has the range upgraded. They can do okay if there's more of them. And it looks like he's gonna try and break Zero's extra base. Zero's gonna have to fall back a little bit. He's gonna have to try and he might even get a dark swarm down. Actually, oh my God, he's probably gonna try and get a dark swarm on those lurkers, which I don't know if there's anything he can do against that. This game is gonna explode my brain. This is absolutely insane. Queens are coming in. Oh, Queens are coming in. He spots the Queens with Zerglings. He might try and take them out with, what is he doing? He's killing off the Arbiter for some strange reason. Wow. I don't even know what to say about this game. A lot of Mutalisks waiting to dive into that battle as well. Mains are getting close to mined out. Lots of Overlords coming in here. He might go for a Doom drop in the main. There's Mutalisks there. He's gonna drop probably Lurkers and Lings. The Mutalisks, there he drops out a Defiler. He gets a Swarm down. Lurkers underneath Swarm in the main. Plagues the Mutalisks as well. Hydralisks underneath. Brilliant move by Zero. He's gonna take out this extra base of excuse me, extra base of Greats. He's gonna move down into the main base as well. If he can get down some lurkers underneath Swarm in the main base and start taking out tech buildings or something, this could be epic. There's nothing that either player really has to deal with the units underneath the Swarm right now. He actually plants down a Swarm, but Great getting his own lurker underneath the Swarm. Wow, I mean the lurkers do damage underneath the Swarm is a thing, and the Zerglings, but it's just you can't use your Mutalisks, you can't use your Hydralisks. So when I say nothing, I mean it's difficult rather, not like there's nothing. Anyway, so Zero has just done a nice drop and taken things out, and he is actually going to go for a major assault at the same time. Why are your units not on A move? There's lurkers unburrowed there. He's got them on move. He burrows some lurkers over. He's going to take out tons of hydras. The hydras popping left and right. Great trying to get up a consume so he can cast some swarms on his own units, so the enemy hydras are not as effective. You got lurkers against lurkers underneath Swarm. This is ridiculous. Mutalisks coming in here. There's a spore colony there, so he does have detection of those lurkers, I think. Actually, it might not be close enough, but it doesn't really matter either way. This is absolutely insane. Great is now using the swarms that Zero cast to protect his own lurkers as they run underneath here. You got stuff attacking each other underneath here, trying to do damage, and this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. The swarm goes down, and those look like those are Zero's lurkers that survive. He's got +2 carapace, +1 weapons, and Zero still has control of that sort of top right base, and he still contains control of all 5 of his bases, so he's actually a base up right now. Zerglings attacking the lurkers. They're attacking now the other Zerglings, having to fall back to those other lurkers. Nice plague! We just saw 4 Defilers get plagued with a single plague. This is absolutely insane. Zero is seeming to win these battles, though. He's going to have to fall back at this point because of these other units coming into play. But he's got an extra base right now. He's outplaying Great in most of these battles. Everything's getting plagued left and right. A 3rd Evo Chamber. Ultralisk Cavern! Oh my God! Ultralisk Cavern is in play for Great. For Zero, rather. For Zero, he needs to get a swarm down on that lurker. It looks like he's going to try and fall back instead. Plague's kind of nothing there, trying to plague the enemy Defilers to make them more vulnerable. Zero's going to have to cancel this extra base he was trying to get up, and he actually might be in trouble here. As Great presses in, a major attack. Swarm goes down for Great, Zero's actually going to run his own units underneath there and try and take out those lurkers because he's got a detection overhead, so it doesn't matter much. He's actually going to plant his own lurkers underneath there. Zergling's in to protect his lurkers from the enemy lurkers. Swarm goes down on those Hydralisks to protect them. But there's not really much they can protect them from. They can protect them from the Mutalisk coming in here. Finally, the Mutalisk coming into play. Of course, they get plagued all to high heaven. All of his Mutalisks have been plagued now. He's just basically got him an A move just because he needed extra units just to throw into that battle. Wow. Oh my god. This is so hardcore. Oh my god. I am so happy to be a StarCraft fan right now. Oh, cast the plague! Cast the plague on that clump of units! Go! Plague them! Defiler's going to get killed off here pretty quick without doing much, is what it looks like. He's trying to run it away. Might as well. What is this? He runs in some lurkers from the side. Spore colonies do nothing against those lurkers, taking out drones. Wow, takes out every drone of that expansion. I think we're seeing Zero on the verge of winning possibly the most epic Zerg versus Zerg in the history of StarCraft. Definitely in the top 5 Zerg versus Zergs ever played. This is absolutely insane. Those lurkers now doing more damage, killing off the hatchery. Great going in for a drop of his own at the left side of the map, though. Zero does not have anything nearby here. He may lose this base depending on how he plays this, but it doesn't look like there's any defilers being dropped out here. And Zero sending in his own units, and there's no defilers, but there's also no detection. Ultralisk coming into battle, and with Ultralisk in play, great GGs, great GGs. I am literally standing up and jumping up and down in my room right now, pumping my fists in the air. Zero in epic fashion, beating Great to bring it to a 1-1 tie in the series, and that was just, oh my god, that was epic. Oh my god, that was epic. The most hardcore Zerg versus Zerg I have ever seen in my life, I think, and Zero winning it in spectacular fashion. And again, it really does come all back down to the brilliant play he showed in the beginning of that game. You know, having an early advantage there, going in with a beautiful timing attack with a bunch of Zerglings, forcing Great to spend all of his lava on Zerglings instead of Mutalisk when his Spire popped, killing off his drones, and then Zero just kind of rode that to victory with some beautiful decision making. You know, like I said before, he took guys off of gas, took drones off of gas, put the entire office on minerals in order to get his economy going so he could get that third base going while Great was back there. While Great was held back in his base, getting spores and defending, and just rode that econ victory to a, you know, it was 3 base to 2 base, then it was 4 base to 3 base, then it was 5 base to 4 base, and then it was 5 base to 3 base when he did that drop, and that was pretty much the end of it as far as that went. Great showing some brilliant play as well, some really nice defensive tactics, but it didn't quite work out for him. Wow. So I don't know if I ever want to cast Brood War again. That, you know, that'd be a good note to go out on. But I'm just kidding. I'm gonna, of course, cast the rest of this series. And after that, I'm gonna keep casting after that too. Don't worry. I'm just kidding. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoy this very much. Thanks very much for watching. Wow. GG.